What is up, guys? My name is the Austinator, and welcome back to the channel. This is another episode of ShadowEye. I haven't done this show in a couple of weeks because of some personal things, but now I am back, and I am back to a official schedule again, I hope. And let me introduce to you my two co-hosts of this show. First off, we have Ninjroid243.
Hello there, everyone.
And then we have Batwoman lover Sauerkraut.
I don't love Batwoman, okay? I just think it's a better show than Titans.
I'm sorry. That's too funny. We're not gonna let that go. Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah,
we ain't getting right now.
Yeah, we will not. But however, though, I'm not letting that go ever.
You're still demoted.
So today on ShadowEye, we are going to be looking at a couple of lists by a couple of sites, and basically we're going to look at two superhero lists. We're going to look at the top 25 worst superhero movies and the 30 best superhero movies, and we're going to look at the lists and we're going to see if we agree or disagree on if they should be on the list or if they should be higher or lower. We don't know. There's no rules on this show. This show is no holds barred. Anything goes. All right?
Well, guess what? There's going to be a thing called the Phantom Zone for Sour if he keeps on talking about how Titans is better than Batwoman.
You mean worse?
I mean, yes. Sorry, my bad.
But before we get into all of this, let's just go around and tell everybody where they can find you at. Ninjroid, I'll let you go first.
Okay, you can check me out on my own YouTube channel, Ninjroid243. We're trying to get up to 150 subs. I do some great shows on there as well. We are mostly known for Galactic Chat, where we mainly talk about Star Wars for like 2 hours in a row. Last night we got sidetracked and we basically talked about Avatar, Marvel, DC, you name it. We basically talked about lots of movie franchises. And we got into a huge debate with Ryan and Austin. So I recommend that you go check that out. And also you can find me on Twitter at Ninjroid243, Facebook, Seth Nindrasky, Instagram, Ninjroid243, and also Snapchat at Ninjroid243. I'm usually active all the time on Facebook, so you can mainly check me out on there.
Very nice. Sour, where can they find you at?
My YouTube channel, Sauerkraut, just the name down below you see right now. I haven't really been uploading or streaming lately because I had to do a lot of things like these past few weeks, but starting next week I should be able to get back into simple things. So that's it. You can check me out on Instagram at SauerKraus06, Discord. I think I have to change my Twitter still, to be honest. And yeah.
Very nice. You guys can check me out on Twitter at TheAustinator17. You guys can check me out on Discord at The Austinator, and you guys can find me on YouTube on my channel, The Austinator, where I recently just hit 50 subscribers, and now I'm at 52. So now I'm trying to reach my goal of 60 subscribers. And I do a lot of stuff here. I do ShadowEye on Sundays. I do Splash Talk on Wednesdays. That's going to be coming back this week. And then I usually do a live discussion on Friday or Saturday, depending on what my schedule is looking like. So I do 3 streams per week. So if you guys if you guys can't make all of them, try to make it to at least one. At least that's what Danny says, and I agree with everything that he says on that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Now, to get things started, do you guys want to go the best or worst first?
I actually was gonna say the best first, so I can see if there's any overrated titles in it.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Now we're going to share screen.
And then we're going to do the worst, because I think I'll my opinion on the worst will probably be more than the best, personally. Now, Austin, have you checked out these lists beforehand? Or are you like brand new? Like you just found them and we're gonna walk into it? Is Austin talking, Ryan?
Not for me.
Yeah, he isn't from me either.
I don't know. Might have had to go somewhere, maybe, possibly.
No, I think he would have muted himself if he had to do that. Okay, so I guess, guys, I'm now in charge of the stream. So, guys, if you haven't already, please. Oh, okay, never mind.
There we go.
Sorry about that. My computer froze.
Smash the like button, everyone.
So yeah, this is the article 30 best superhero films. Were you guys able to hear me while I was frozen?
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
All right. So basically what I was going to say before my screen froze, I was going to say that what we're going to do is like I'll go to one movie and then I'll go to one person and then we'll kind of like go into. So basically if for this first one, like I'll go at Ninjoy will go first, then Sour, then me, and then the next one goes Sour, me, then Ninjoy, then we'll do it like that, you know,
all right.
that type of stuff.
All right, that's perfectly fine.
So you guys ready for the first one?
Yep.
For their number 30, Doctor Strange. They basically they said that it introduced magic and that it felt different and it explored a lot of different stuff, and they said it's a solid origin story. So Ninja, I'm going to start with you first. Do you agree or disagree on this?
I actually agree with Doctor Strange because I'm a huge fan of the film. I like the film personally, and I remember actually the first time watching it, I was a little bit bored actually, but then like when I went back and rewatched it on like video, on a DVD and all of that, man, oh man, I was so mistaken. I actually really do enjoy Doctor Strange. Now, maybe I did not find as much enjoyment because my brother was annoying me the whole time while I was at the theater. But, you know, I really did enjoy Doctor Strange. And I personally actually do agree with him on there. It should be on at least the top 30, yes. What about you, Ryan?
Yep. Sour.
Well, I'm kind of biased with this film because this is actually the first superhero film I saw in theaters when it came out. Like, don't get me wrong, I saw other films before that, like the original Spider-Man trilogy and the X-Men films, but this, well, not all, obviously, but this was the first one that I ever saw in theaters. So, yeah, I do agree it has to be at least number 30, and it is so.
No, but it's a very good start for Doctor Strange's character and everything. So I'm not going to say it's one of the worst or I dislike the film. I enjoyed it a lot. So, you know what? Yeah, it's one of the better films, in my opinion. Also, so I'm going to guess, because it has 30, that we're actually counting all the Marvel films, not just the MCU. Just everything.
Yes, it's gonna be it's gonna be like Marvel films, MCU, DC, all those stuff.
Oh, including DC also. All right, so that's actually gonna be interesting. But yeah, Doctor Strange.
With Doctor Strange, I I will agree that it should be in the top 30. Again, I think it's very good. Is it the best superhero movie? No. I mean, it's not going to break the top 30 because I think there are better movies, but I will say I think this movie was very good and it did start Doctor Strange on the right path. So, I'm fine with it being in the top 30. So now on to number 29, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And it
I'm
says
with.
that even though
No, you can
it does
continue.
not measure up, they said it is still enjoyable, and the sequel does separate itself from the first one. And they talk
Okay.
about, Quill's relationship and such. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna let Sour go first this time around. Sour, do you agree or disagree with the placement, or if it should be in the top 30? What do you think?
Mm-mm. 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 So I don't know if you guys know this, but I am not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy films. They aren't
No,
funny. I don't really only
my
there's
God,
some
Ryan,
kind of
you sound
characters
like
that I really
Danny.
like in the film.
You sound
Yeah,
like Danny. Danny
I,
doesn't like the Guardians films either.
well then he's with me and I'm with him. I mean, the first one is decent, but personally, I did not really like the second one. It was just so annoying, forgettable, except maybe like when he meets his dad and just like everything else. The villain, who's the villain again?
Ego.
Ego. Yeah, yeah, they were pointless. Just no.
Ego was not pointless. It was going to
Well, not
show that
pointless, but he just
it,
not pointless, but I didn't really like him.
okay. Here's the thing. I actually like stories like this where the good guy actually comes from a bad guy. Like something within his family. There's like a bad person, sort of like Ray's a Palpatine, and Quill is actually the son of Ego, the living planet. I like those type of stories because, it it makes it like, oh yeah, you could actually kind of relate because some of us actually have like fathers or mothers that are like just thieves and all of that, bad people. So I like that you can kind of relate. Well, no, you can relate with those stories. But to me, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I would say it's in the top 30, personally. But
Yeah,
but is it better than the first one? No. So I do agree.
yeah, I put it as probably one of the worst Marvel films.
Oh, in your opinion?
Yeah.
I'm going to say I actually really do dig Guardians Volume 2. I think they're actually trying to build it up, though, to Adam Warlock in the next one. That's why they introduced Ashia and all of that.
With Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I will say that I agree it is not as good as the first one. However, I still enjoyed it. Now, the only thing I disagree with is that its placement. I think that Doctor Strange should have been ahead of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I do think it would probably, I don't know, because I feel like it wouldn't be in a top 30 for me though. But if it was in the 30 spot, I would agree. But for it to be ahead of Doctor Strange, I disagree.
Okay.
So with that, we have for number 28, Christopher Reeve's Superman from 1978, which is I guess the first real DC movie if you don't count the 66 Batman or like the serials and
I
such.
say
It was
that's
the
like the
Richard.
first. I say that's like
Okay,
the first superhero film, actually.
don't attack me, but I've never seen this film.
Oh, yeah. We're now going to attack you.
So
I'm playing around. I'm
liking
playing around, Ryan. I've seen it, and let me tell you, it is a great film, in my personal opinion. Great film, fantastic job. for being like the first superhero film in cinema, besides for 1966 Batman. This was like the first actual serious superhero film that they tried not to make it like silly and all of that. And let me tell you, they did a good job in this film. And yes, it does deserve to be in the top 30 best superhero films. But I would actually want it to be a little bit higher, though. Let me just say Superman 2 better be there.
With this one, I agree for it to be on this list because again, it's I guess technically the first superhero movie, if you want to be technical. The movie it looks good. It looks pretty good today, I would say, with some parts. And I like Christopher Reeve as Superman. I think he looks like the character. Yeah, it's
Guys,
cheesy,
I'll
but
be right back. I'll be back, alright? I have to do something.
yeah. But with the character like Superman, it works. And I do agree it should be a little higher, but it also depends on what kind of movies are also on the list. So I can't really say if I agree or disagree on the placement yet. So far I agree. And I know Sour said he didn't see it, so
I didn't see Superman 2 either, because, well, it's a sequel, and if I want to see the sequel, I have to watch this one first. So I will watch them soon, though.
you bet you should watch it.
Yeah, I will.
At number 27, Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. And it's the sequel to the first Hellboy. Basically, this says that the visual effects and the special effects are fantastic. The plot was great, and basically they say that the movie was fantastic. And they said that they would have liked to see a Hellboy 3 and the reboot instead of the reboot. Sour, have you seen Hellboy?
Yes, I've seen all 3 Hellboy films.
And do you agree with the placement of Hellboy 2, or do you agree with just it being on the list?
I don't even think it should be on the list. Don't get me wrong, I like this film. It is pretty good, but it's not fantastic or anything as they make it out to be. It's a lot better than the reboot, but Hellboy 2 is good, but just nothing spectacular. The plot wasn't great, in my opinion. It was decent, but the special effects were pretty great. And Hellboy was obviously in
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I feel like with Hellboy 2, this is kind of a real strange one because I didn't think it was a bad movie, but for it to be ahead of those 3 films, I disagree. I think the placement of this is a little weird. It's not a 27 for me, at least. I think it's a little lower. Like Christopher Reeve's Superman, I will say is a lot better than Hellboy 2 in my opinion. I don't know if a lot of people will agree with me on that, but it's whatever. I mean, we all agree to disagree, but Hellboy 2, again, if it was a little lower, I would agree, but otherwise, no.
Yeah.
I disagree. And since Ninjoid isn't here, I guess we can move on. At number 26, Shazam. And basically it says that this film it's basically a fun movie with a teenager occupying the body of an adult, and the movie is shockingly funny, and it's amazing because the themes are about family and it's emotional. Sour, I'll let you go again because it was supposed to be Ninjoids, but do you think Shazam deserves to be on the list, or if it should be this high?
No, I think I actually really agree with this placement so far, unless something else comes up that I don't think should be higher. But so far, I do really agree with this placement. Because it is one of the best DC films, definitely. It's enjoyable. It's fun. The main problem is probably the main villain, to be honest. They're pretty forgettable, but everything else is really, really good.
You know what? I agree with you. I don't think this is the best superhero movie, but I would say it is one of the better DC movies. Like, it's a very fun movie. It's not supposed to be like Batman v Superman, where it's gonna be dark and all of that. And it's a fun movie. It's I guess it's basically made for kids because it does have that theme in there.
Yeah, there's a certain charm to the film.
Yeah, and I will say I kind of like it, especially since they're going to be doing Black Adam soon with Dwayne Johnson, and then Black Adam might appear in Shazam 2, and I actually can't wait for Shazam 2 because the first one was good. I will
Yeah.
say that after this one, I'm kind of looking forward to it,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree to a certain degree that this should be here. But again, I feel Christopher Reeve's Superman is a lot more, I guess, significant in a way because this movie was good. Don't get me wrong, but Superman was the movie that kind of put superhero movies on the map.
Yeah, true.
But so far I could agree in terms of like the modern films. That's at number 26. So I agree. It should be on the list.
Yeah.
And at number 25, Batman 1989. This was around the time where I think Superman 4 came out, and I think Supergirl and Howard the Duck. And basically, this list says that this kind of brought a new. I guess it brought a new take on Batman because before this we had Adam West, which was kind of cheesy and stupid and whatnot. And it says that Michael Keaton wiped the memory of Adam West from our minds, and Jack Nicholson was the Joker, and I think he was great. So I'll go first on this one. I actually kind of think that this placement is a little too low. In fact, I would maybe place it a little higher because this movie, even today, I still find the movie to be very good. It looks very good. I like the comic book look and feel to it, and I like the gothic tone. I like the acting for the most part is pretty good. And it's not a perfect movie and it doesn't really age well, but I think that it definitely, again, like Superman, set the tone for what, superhero films should be. So I agree that it should be on the list, but I would like it to be a little higher.
Me? Okay, with
Sour, it is, yep.
me, I do like this film. I do think it is very good. But here's a hot take. I think it's overrated. So I agree with this placement. It definitely should be here in 30. But I think it's just a bit overrated. Like the theme is fantastic, obviously. It's probably like the Batman theme. It is the Batman theme. But it doesn't age well. That's why it does, but it doesn't at points as well. Like, the special effects and stuff like that. So it's still a really, really good film.
I'm here.
Welcome back.
Okay. Austin, can I maybe see some of the list before?
Yeah. So I'll kind of give you a bit of which films we. So, the first one was Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. If you want to give your quick thoughts.
I would have not. I don't think. I know Hellboy 2 is good, but I think that would be somewhere in the 40s for me for comic book films. So, no, not top 30. Okay.
And number 26, Shazam.
Shazam, I like Shazam. I'm actually kind of shocked, though, that this person put in their top 30 over Christopher Reeve's Superman and also Doctor Strange. But it's a good film, but I would have it a little bit back, to be honest.
But you do
Like,
agree that it would be on a list like this.
yeah, but it would be like 30 or maybe 29.
Okay.
And
And
then I saw
now,
what 25 is, and I do agree, but guess what? I actually say Batman 1989 is in the top 10 for me. I'm sorry, this was my fourth superhero film that I've ever seen, and let me just tell you, Batman 1989 holds something truly deep within my heart, and I still go back and rewatch it. I still love it every single time. It's my favorite DC film, so it's top 10 worthy for me.
okay. I agree with that. I don't know if I would put it in my top 10. I would say it is probably in the top. It's definitely, it should be a little bit higher than 25, or it should be, after
Yeah,
25, but I don't know if I would put it in the top 10 for me personally.
it's my favorite Batman film, so, you know,
Okay.
just
And
one
you know what?
thing.
I will say it is one of my favorites as well. So I will not disagree with you. And number 24, X-Men Days of Future Past. Okay, let's talk about this because I love this movie a lot. Basically, it says how they took the iconic Days of Future Past story and it provides us with an example of how to adapt like an iconic storyline without whilst making logical changes to the narrative. And I will say, and it's talk about how it's an emotional story and having the ultimate sacrifice and such. But this movie is fantastic. Like when we talk about the best X-Men movies, this is probably the best one because not only did it wrap up the original X-Men series, but it also continued the new X-Men series. And I will say this movie did it perfectly. I like the action. The acting is phenomenal by everyone. I think Wolverine is awesome in this, as well as Patrick Stewart, as Professor X. And then you had both Magnetos and just the other Professor X. You had Mystique. Just everything in this movie worked. And this is my opinion, but I think it should be a little higher because this not only did the story justice, but it really showed what a movie like this could do. And I would like to see more movies like this where we see past franchises and the current franchises like merge and do stuff like that. So, I agree that should be at a top 30, but I would like it to be higher.
All right, guys. So if you know me, I'm not really a huge X-Men fanboy, or just fan in period. I know there's lots of fans which love the X-Men. I myself, I'm not really a huge X-Men guy. All right. I did like the first two, and I've said this many times that First Class is my favorite X-Men film. But guess what? My second favorite X-Men film is Days of Future Past because they grab it right from the comic books, and this was the one storyline with the X-Men that I loved. Here's the thing. I loved the earlier X-Men. It was when Wolverine was added on that I really was like, I was like losing kind of interest in the X-Men, comics and all of that. I like the original team more, so that's why I think First Class is my favorite. But Days of Future Past, man, oh man, this was a great closer to just the entire franchise, and I think they should just stopped it here, to be honest.
I mean, I do agree with you on that. I will agree with you that it should have closed both franchises.
Yeah, like this is the one thing. I think that it was a perfect ending to both franchises and everything. And what was I gonna say? Like, then you wouldn't get lots of people did not like Apocalypse, and lots of people did not like Dark Phoenix, even though I actually thought those films were not as bad as people say they are. I think that they're still okay. But yeah, like, so you don't get the negative stuff with that. And Logan was still good and all, but it was not really needed, in my opinion. Like, it could have just been all done in Days of Future Past. That's my opinion.
Okay, I could respect that. Sour, what about you?
Okay, I do not agree with this placement. It should be top 10. X-Men Days of Future Past.
No, I actually agree with you on that one, Sour.
Yeah,
This movie is so good.
The movie's really
This
good and all
film-
that. It would make my top 20, personally.
This film is one of the best Marvel films in general. Everything about it is so great. It's such a good film.
Yep.
So I put it at least number 10, and I actually like it more than First Class.
It is.
Well, I like First Class more just because the original team is there and everything, and I found enjoyment with it a little bit more. But Days of Future Past, I'm gonna say it rocks, and it's maybe like 15 on my list, 14, 13, somewhere around there. It doesn't make top 10. I'm sorry. I'm like, there's a lot of Spider-Man films in my top 10, believe it or not. But yeah. But X-Men Days of Future Past is at least 15.
Yeah, so I agree that should be on the list, but I would like it to be a little higher.
Yeah, we all agree on that. Should be higher.
At 23, the first X-Men. And basically, Bryan Singer came back,
Yeah, I actually liked the first X-Men film a lot. I felt like it was basic, and I actually liked that the first film was just basic. It was like, you know what? It's a good thing. They're trying to do something different. Sure, like, I like this team. It's just I lost interest in some of the stories that they had. That's why I was like, I'm not really an X-Men fan, because I felt like after especially during Last Stand, it just became like the Wolverine show. Everything's about Wolverine and everything. And that's not true. The X-Men are a team of people.
Yeah.
And
Wolverine.
They're a team of people, and I
like Wolverine, but I think X-Men.
Yeah, I love Wolverine too. It's just, personally, I think that it should not be like that. The X-Men is supposed to be a team, and I like X-Men 1 and 2 because we see interactions of the entire team and everything.
Yeah.
Especially X-Men 1. I really do like their interactions because it's like Cyclops doesn't like Wolverine, and I like that kind of stuff. I like characters interacting with other people because it's almost like, for example, what if Thomas, for example, we're throwing Thomas out there. What if Thomas and I both had a crush on the same exact girl, and we basically hate each other? That's like character development, I say. And it's something similar where Scott likes Jean Grey, but also same thing with Wolverine in a way. So, I like the character development in this one. And also I like Rogue. Okay.
But now I have to ask you, do you think that the placement of this is fair, or do you think Days of Future Past should have been ahead of it?
I think Days of Future Past should have been ahead of it, personally. But I do think it should be top 30. Because It did do a lot, but I think Spider-Man 1 did a lot more to open up that, hey, superhero films are more than just superhero films.
Yeah. Sour, what about you?
I like this film. It is good. It's nothing special, but I don't think it should have made the list. Really, to be honest. Like,
Well, it's special
the
because
thing-
it
the thing
opens up
is-
the franchise.
yeah, it is. That's really the only reason. But it's so weird because my favorite thing about it is that it's just a basic film. But that's also my least favorite thing about it. It's very weird. Like, I don't really know how to describe it.
It's just like basic. It's like Magneto has a plan. Wolverine gets introduced to the rest of the X-Men along with Rogue, and then they have to go stop Magneto from his plan, basically.
And that's the strongest part of the film, but also the weakest. It's very confusing to me, but overall, I thought it was a good film.
I feel like
it was.
It was basic, but it could have had a little bit more lore, basically.
Yeah.
A little bit more lore
development.
and a little bit more stuff that adds on to the story, making it even a greater story, because it was like a basic story. Like, hey, I'm a hero and I'm going to go stop the villain. But I still really do enjoy this film. It's a great film for me, but it's basic though still at the same exact time.
With X-Men, the first one, I own this movie. I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. For this movie to be this high, though, no.
I would.
I don't know if it would even be in a top 30.
You know where I would put it? So you know where I put Shazam, like 30 or 29? That's where I would put the first X-Men film.
Yeah.
All right. Because I gotta give credit.
Yeah, like this movie's good. Don't get me wrong.
X-Men film. Yeah, and it is very good. It's just it's a little bit basic. So I would actually put it probably at 29. Because I think it's better than Shazam at parts. So, and you know, I like the characters more than some of the characters on Shazam. I like Magneto a lot more than the villain in Shazam. Doctor, yeah, definitely, 100%. Because I feel like the villain in Shazam, what's his name again?
I don't remember. He's pretty forgettable. He's definitely.
That's why I was gonna say he's very forgettable as a villain. Doctor. Oh my god! I know it starts with a T. Doctor.
I don't know. Austin, can you help us out?
Sure.
Yeah, he doesn't even
the villain
know
in
either.
Shazam.
Yeah. What's his name? Doctor. Yeah,
Savannah.
Oh yeah, Savannah. Sorry, my bad, guys. Shoot, Savannah. Yeah, Savannah. I like Dr. Mind though. I know you guys know who Dr. Mind is, right?
I think, yeah.
I think so.
We saw him in the post-credits scene.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch Shazam again because I don't remember.
I really do like Shazam, and why a huge reason why okay, so at first I went and I watched Shazam. I thought, you know what, this was a really good film. And then I went back and rewatched it before so around my area there's this place called Wizard World Comic Con, and Zachary Levi would be there, and he said that he would sign posters and all that. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get Zachary Levi's signature and all of that. So then I went back rewatched them. I'm like, oh my god, this is even better and all of that. And and then I see how they were writing it a lot clearer and all of that. And to be honest, it was a very good superhero story and all of that. I just think that the villain though was forgettable. Savannah was so forgettable in my opinion. The 7 deadly souls are a lot more memorable than him.
Ooh, number 22 is what?
So at number 22, Watchmen is number 22.
Watchmen.
I'm gonna let
number
Howard
1.
go. Okay.
Okay, let me quickly talk about this. Watchmen deserves a lot higher. All right, this, right from the graphic novel, this is comic accurate. All right, and the only thing that's not comic accurate is one little simple thing. They did not include the squid person, and guess what? That was just the worst thing in the novel, in the in the comic. So, for me to say Watchmen's really good, the film, absolutely, because it is comic accurate and everything, and
Well,
it deserves a lot higher.
For me, I've never read the comics, and okay, I know, I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say because you guys or at least Ninja was gonna give me a lot of hate for it. But anyway, I never read the comic for Watchmen, but I did watch this film about a couple months back, I think. Yeah, and
it was on
Netflix. I loved it when I first saw it, and I like watched some reviews and stuff. And dude, it was so hated by so many people because they had the wrong mindset going into the film. They thought it was like, oh, this is gonna be another like fun, funny superhero movie like Spider-Man, but like something like Spider-Man, and the good guys are gonna win at the end, and everything's gonna be okay. But that is completely not what the movie was like.
Yeah, that's why I like DC films, because they go into more like mature themes and mature storytelling and all of that. More like realistic in a way with their storytelling. And I felt like this was a good film point period.
This is probably top 10. One of the best DC films.
For DC, yes, absolutely. One of my top 5, actually. Believe it or not.
Top 5 DC films, but so far on the list, I put it probably in top 10.
I put it for just superhero films in general, probably like at least in top 20.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm okay with them placing it 22. I just think it should be a little bit higher, though.
Yeah, I agree. I think Watchmen to me is a fantastic movie, and it should at least be in number 15, if not even. It should be in the top 10.
15, yeah. I was actually thinking 16, but 15, yeah.
Like, this movie is fantastic. Just the visuals. Yep. I think that it did the graphic novel justice. I liked Rorschach. I liked the acting for the most part. Everything with Dr. Manhattan, I thought he was cool. I liked his design. And overall, I think this movie is fantastic, and it deserves more credit than it should get.
Also,
Snyder, it should be
Zack Snyder did Watchmen. Just want to say that. So just look at that film, all right? So if you don't like Zack Snyder, look at that film, all right? Just saying that right now. The Crow. Sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna let Sour go first because you took his spot with the Watchmen thing. So
sorry.
Sour.
What the fuck is The Crow?
You haven't heard of The Crow?
No, I've never heard of this film.
Austin, do you want to talk about The Crow?
Sure, it's basically about this guy who gets killed and then he comes back to life and tries to seek revenge.
Oh,
No,
sounds
this
interesting.
is not.
I can't
This
really
is,
say. So
this is not top 30. Sorry, my bad. It's like 60 for me.
is it a?
I mean,
DC
it's
film, I
not.
presume?
It's
It's
not a
not.
DC film.
Yeah, it's not a DC film, but I mean, like, I'm sorry, but this is not top 30. My,
Yeah, it's
my,
not. I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
saying this. It's not a bad movie. It's just
No. I'm just saying it's not one of the best, superhero comic book films ever.
Yeah, it's no. It's not in the top. No, it shouldn't even be this high. I think Watchmen should have been higher.
And number one, Christopher Reeve's Superman. Number one, you're saying that The Crow's better than all the films that we just went through. So that means they prefer The Crow over Days of Future and Past. How's that possible?
I don't know. It doesn't even sound like. I mean, it sounds decent.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
like
Yeah, it's a good
but
film.
It doesn't seem like groundbreaking.
Yeah, it's a good film, but it doesn't deserve top 30.
No,
Okay,
it doesn't. I agree.
Can I go next for the next one? Well, can I go first for the next one? Because I didn't know what the film was.
Yes.
Yeah.
At number 20, it's the original Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sour.
Dude, if you don't have this in your top 30 superheroes list, what's wrong with you, fam? This film is great. 100%. One of the best Spider-Man films of all time. Just like everything about it is really good. Well, not everything. MJ was, in my opinion, probably her weakest in this film out of all of the films. But everything else is really good. The plot, Spider-Man, and it just sets up the trilogy very well.
Green Goblin. I'm a huge fan
Goblin.
of Green Goblin. All right. Like, yeah, sure, he looks like a Power Rangers villain. But
Yeah.
guess what? But guess what?
Design is not very good.
But guess what? Green Goblin was very well done in this film. I'm sorry. I know lots of people don't like him in this film. I adore Green Goblin in this film.
I don't like his suit design, but I like him as a character.
No, I like his suit design. I just think that, what they should have done, they should have made it a little bit, like, darker yellow for his eyes, because I think it's the eyes which are making him look like a Power Rangers villain.
Yeah, definitely, because they're so bright, brighter than the sun.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. If they made it darker, I think the suit is perfect, because I think just the green, I like the green, and I like the face. I like the face. I like how they did that and everything. It's just the eyes in which they should have been a little bit of darker yellow, and then it would have been perfect. All right?
Yeah.
It's the eyes which are making me say, yeah, it's a Power Rangers villain. But I do like him in the film. I also like William Dafoe as Norman Osborn. I like Harry in the film. I like everything in this film. And I actually do like MJ. Besides for Spider-Man 2, this is my second favorite thing with MJ, because MJ acts like MJ a little bit in this film. Not entirely, of course, but she acts a little bit like MJ, and also she is dressed like MJ.
Yeah.
Also, Tobey Maguire was great in this film. All right, I want to say that, and also Aunt May. But guess what? I would have this right up at my number 2 spot. Everyone knows that.
So for me, I think it should be in a top 30 list. Does it deserve top 10? I mean, maybe 15. Maybe 15, but not top 10. I'm sorry. It's a good movie, but it does not age well in certain parts. I think the Green Goblin's motives were very all over the place, even though I like Willem Dafoe and he was really good. But
Yes,
if we compare him to
I
Doc
would say-
Ock, he was not as good.
Yeah, I do agree on that. But like sometimes you just need those villains that are just crazy and you don't know anything about them really. All right. Sometimes you just need villains that are there.
Well,
that
yeah,
are
but
crazy.
still, I like a good villain, like a mastermind.
Yes. Well, talking about the
I
guy
like a
who
villain like
actually
Doc
thinks
Ock.
No, you're talking to the guy who's a huge fan of villains that think. Because number one, my favorite Marvel villain is Doc Ock. Number two, my favorite Star Wars villain is Palpatine, and then my favorite cartoon villain is Harumi or Garmadon. Harumi because she's smart and she tricked Lloyd and all of that. And you understand my point. Most of my favorite villains are masterminds, which think before they act.
No, I'm not saying that I don't like crazy villains, because I do. I feel like, because, yes, the Green Goblin was threatening, but I felt like he could have been a little better. I think that some of the acting could have been better as well. I mean, I think that even though the acting is good, it's definitely not on par with Spider-Man 2's acting, which I felt was vastly superior.
But let me just tell you, I think Spider-Man 1 is in top 10. It's my number 2 favorite, so don't.
I'd probably say this is top 15.
Yeah, I'm with Sour on this as well. It might be 15.
Top 15. No.
If I was like just talking about if I was doing a ranking of the Spider-Man films, it would be up there. It would probably be very close to the top. But with films in general, if I'm just talking about, and if I was ranking Marvel movies that are not in the MCU, this might be higher. But if we're just talking superhero films in general, it's in the 15 for me.
Yeah. Okay, I fully respect your opinion.
And at number 19, Unbreakable. Yes, this should be in the top 30.
Again, I've never watched this film, so I can't say.
Unbreakable, I would actually put it probably at the 27.
If they put Kick-Ass on this list, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, dude.
I would probably Unbreakable's a good film. It's a very good film, 100%, and it does deserve top 30. It's just it will be not this close on my list. For me,
I mean, I will agree with you. It shouldn't be this high. Yeah, it should be at number 19. I think it definitely deserves number 30 because it's a fantastic movie.
Yes.
But to say I think it is better than the. Well, see, that's actually. I think that it's better than The Crow. It's better than actually some of the movies, but it's not better than Watchmen or Days of Future Past. So it would probably be a little bit. I would probably say.
Or Batman.
Again, I don't know where I would put it, though. So I will say I agree it should be in the top 30, but I don't think it should be at number 19. At number 18, Batman Begins.
Okay, I actually agree.
I
actually agree. Okay, Austin, you can go. Sorry, my bad.
No, I was going to say I agree on this as well. I think Batman Begins is a great movie. I do have some minor issues with it, but I do think that overall, I think the movie is very good. I didn't like the costume. I mean, his costume was good, but I don't like how every time he moves, it's his head's in a neck brace where he's moving his body around. It's kind of annoying, especially in the later Batman films, his head moves. But that's just a nitpicky thing.
Yeah, exactly. But let me talk about Batman Begins. This is actually my favorite one out of the entire trilogy. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I know people are gonna bash on that because, I will say Batman Begins is a great film. It is the best one out of the Christopher Nolan trilogy, in my own opinion. And this is why I say that. One, this stands as a Batman story where, okay, so usually people say Dark Knight is the best Batman film, all because of Heath Ledger's Joker. Well, what if you remove Heath Ledger's Joker out of that film? What would you get?
I mean, you'd still get a good film, but like,
But
yeah,
not
you do
as
make a
good.
good point.
But not as good as what most people say it is. So, I'm honestly gonna have to say Batman Begins is better than that film, and also better than The Dark Knight Rises. Even though I like the whole trilogy as a whole.
So, personally, this is probably my least favorite of the entire trilogy, with The Dark Knight being my favorite. Still, even though you did make a valid point that it wouldn't be as good without Heath Ledger's Joker. It would still be good, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be like fantastic as like it is right now. Like Batman Begins, I probably would have it on this list, but probably like back a bit more, maybe like 24, 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say that it would be a little back for me because I think this movie is good and I like the entire trilogy as well. There's just a lot of things I didn't really agree with. Like I liked Scarecrow, but the way like he kind of goes out like a little bitch, and I did not like that. I liked Ra's al Ghul. I will say Ra's al Ghul was a good villain. I liked Liam Neeson as the character. I'm like, dude, this guy's awesome. And the action was okay. I wouldn't say the action was fantastic. Like it's not at its best here, but I will say the action is fine. And I think the chase scenes were cool, but again, they weren't as done as well. But I will say the acting and the story really save it for me, and a lot of the visuals are great too. So I do think I think it's better than Unbreakable, but it should be a little bit. It should go back a little bit.
I wish if we got Clayface as a villain in any Batman film, because I think
Clayface is so underrated.
Yeah, Clayface is so.
What's going on Grundy?
Same thing with Grundy, but guess what? Do you want to see Grundy, Ryan? Then I'm gonna easily say watch Stargirl because Grundy is in it.
And he better show up in the season finale, or else I'm gonna be upset.
He is. He's gonna. All right. He's gonna appear. We've been teasing this entire season. He's gonna probably appear, probably next episode, and then it will continue through to the season finale because there's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. At number 17, we're going with X2, X-Men United. Sour, how about you go first on this?
X-Men 2. I did like it more than 1, but it should not be this high. To put it higher than Days of Future Past is kind of insane, to be honest. So, I don't even know if I would put it on this list. Really. Because it's a good film, and I like it more than X-Men 1. But...
Well, I would put it personally. I actually like X-Men 1 more, to be honest. I know that's going to surprise a lot of people, but I actually like X-Men 1 a little bit more.
Yeah, I can see
so
that.
I would put this probably at 32, so it doesn't even make the 30 mark.
I don't even think this would be at 30.
I'm going to say this. I actually prefer this movie over X-Men, the first one, because it gives me the Spider-Man 2 vibe, because you do kind of see the X-Men go through like normal lives kind of in a way, and you see like more stuff on a personal level. Now, would I say it's higher than Days of Future Past? No, it is definitely not better than Days of Future Past. Now, am I saying would I put it over the first X-Men? Yes. I think it would be in the top. It would be in the top 30, but again, it's not better than Batman Begins or any of the other movies on the list. It should be where Days of Future Past is, and then maybe put put the first X-Men where Days of Future Past is, then X2, and then I would put Days of Future Past. Number 16, Iron Man. So Ninjoid, I'll let you go first this time.
All right, Iron Man. Yes, you gotta give a lot of props to Iron Man for starting the MCU and everything. Is it top 10? That's a good, top 16. With all the other films, it might for me, but I honestly don't know. But yes, it does deserve top 30, absolutely. It is a very great film, but is it better than Batman 1989? In my opinion, no. Is it better than Days of Future and Past? I don't know about that one. It might be. Yes, it is probably. So I would say it makes the list, but maybe a little bit back. Maybe at 18. What about you, Ryan?
Okay, so for me, this is my favorite Iron Man film. Definitely. Iron Man 1 is definitely my favorite Iron Man film out of the entire trilogy. But I put it a bit higher, maybe at 15, because this film does so much right with everything.
Yeah.
Except maybe the main villain, because the main villains, the villains for Iron Man are just kind of, not very great, really, because they're all the same, basically. So, but this film is so great, in my opinion. It's better than 2 and 3. I feel like the films just got worse by the movie. Although I still think 3 is decent. It's a okay. Hot take. I'm scared, but I'm gonna say it. I like Iron Man 3 more than Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
That is a hot take. I'm not.
Yes,
what's up, Deshaun?
Deshaun?
I'm actually gonna say this. I liked Iron Man 3 over Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3 is a better movie. Yes, the twist with Mandarin was stupid, but
no, I'm sorry. I'm actually with Rob on this. I actually think. Well, no, I'm actually with John on this as well. Iron Man 2 is actually, it ages better. Probably, when we grew up and we saw it, and it was leading up to the Avengers. Yeah, sure, you might say, hey, it's a trailer for the Avengers and all of that, but I go back and I enjoy even more every single time. So actually, this is a hot take. Well, I don't know about this. So I think Iron Man 3 is my least favorite because of the Mandarin twist. That's what ruined the whole film for me. Now, everything with Iron Man's character development was very well done, but I'm sorry, I cannot stand that twist. Okay?
Yeah, that was terrible.
All right, I cannot stand it, and it is my least favorite Iron Man film out of all of them. Iron Man 2, though, it does age better if you go back and you rewatch it most of the time. I like how we saw Black Widow for the first time. I like Nick Fury in that film. I like everything that we saw in that film, actually. And I know Whiplash, yeah, we barely saw Whiplash. but to me, Justin Hammer was a great villain in it.
I don't know. I mean, Justin Hammer is fine, I guess, but he's not that good. I'm sorry, I don't really find him to be that great. I mean, I'm not.
To me, Justin Hammer is the best.
I think he's kind of forgettable because, again, with Marvel, I think the Marvel villains.
I think Justin Hammer is the best.
We're looking at.
Besides for the Mandarin from the comics.
You know, I'm gonna have to agree with Nindroid. I think I like Justin Hammer the most, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, in films. If you count comics, then the Mandarin for sure. But for
okay,
movies,
yes, I will say Hammer was better than Mandarin, but I still did not like.
Like Iron. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God, I can't even. Ironmonger. He was kind of forgettable. Okay. And Iron Man. He was kind of forgettable, in my opinion. Wouldn't you guys agree?
No, I agree.
Ironmonger. You know, the villain for Iron Man 1.
Yeah. Yeah, he was forgettable. That's why I said
he was forgettable. Yeah.
I think he's
I will say this. I think Iron Man deserves a lot of credit for, starting the MCU. However, this movie, the thing that holds this movie back is the third act.
Yeah, that's actually maybe. I actually like the third act. Actually. I think the one problem so it was kind of slow with the transitioning to the second act, in my opinion. So that's probably where it's my least favorite part of the film, to be honest. But yeah, let's just continue.
Yeah, I do want to get this done because we do have another full list to do. So I want to try to get all this I want to try to get this done. So let's try and refrain from sidetracking. I mean, I don't mind sidetracking. It's just when we're an hour and 7 minutes in and we're not even done with the top 30 list.
Yeah,
I kind of just want to get it done. All right, at number 15, Spider-Man 2. I'll let Nindroid go first.
What the heck, list? This deserves top 1 or at least top 5. All right? This film shows what a true superhero story should be. That we see that the hero has problems and that the hero has a normal life also to live. And man, oh man, Doc Ock. Doc Ock is my favorite superhero villain. I mean, super villain. Sorry, my bad. He is my favorite super villain because he's smart, he's calculating, and he plans before he acts. And let me just tell you, every single actor improved that we last saw from Spider-Man 1. And these two, Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, are my favorite two superhero films of all time. And Spider-Man 2 is, to me, a classic. The fights are great. Just that train fight. Man, oh man, I love that. And then just everything, Harry felt more like a great, his character was growing a lot more in this film. And man, oh man, I love this film. And it deserves top 5. All right.
Okay, Sour.
Yeah, I agree with Nindroid. That's way too low for Spider-Man 2. Top 5 as well.
I will agree. This movie should be number 1. I think this movie is perfect. There's no problems with it. Doc Ock is an amazing villain. I like him over Green
Yeah. So actually, you're with
Goblin.
me.
I think the suit looked a lot better. I think the
Yeah.
action was phenomenal. Yeah,
So you're with me on number
and
one.
the acting, yeah, and the acting is superb. I think everything with Aunt May definitely stole the show, and overall,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah,
2
yeah,
should be
man,
number
that
one.
was great.
This list, yeah. At number 14, Thor Ragnarok. Sour, I'll let you go first.
I'm glad it's in the list, but 14. What? What? That's
number one.
this is my favorite. Okay, I know it's a very hot take, but it's my favorite Marvel movie. I'm like at least top 10.
All
No, I
right,
agree.
Austin.
I love Bruce in this. Thor's great. The main villain is the Hela is really good. Like
A hell is
not as
hot.
good as Loki. Not as good as Loki, but I still really like Hela.
Valkyrie was very good in this film.
Yeah, that's the girl's name. I forgot her name.
Wait, no, Hela.
Valkyrie was also
Hela is
good.
the villain.
Wait,
Hela is the villain. Valkyrie is played by Tessa Thompson.
yeah, that's the girl who accompanied Thor. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, she is also great. All of the characters in this film are great. I love everywhere they go. It's the action is so fun. It's funny. I love this one. Top 3 for me, maybe even 1.
Spider-Man 2 is a masterpiece, Deshaun. I agree with you. I think Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie. However, to place it above, or I guess after Spider-Man 2, I think that's insulting. Because while I think Thor Ragnarok is great, it's not as good as Spider-Man 2. The writing does not even come close to it.
Yes.
And yeah, the action's good, but when you look at Spider-Man 2's action, Thor Ragnarok is a good movie. It's fun, but
Yeah, it was
no.
very good film. It's on there. It's of course to me. I know Hanzo's not gonna like it. That's this high. Just a running joke, guys. But I would probably put it in top 30 for sure. No.
Yeah, it is definitely top 30, but it is not. No, it is not no. That I disagree with.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think it should be in top 30, but it should have been a couple things behind. And Spider-Man 2 should have been in number 5 or 1.
Yes. One. I agree with 1. Get to Deshaun's comments quick.
Yeah. Deshaun says, "Can I join?" Not today, Deshaun. I think it's the reason why, because it's this show. I don't like putting people on unless I already have sent people the link. Like the reason why I did it, on the previous one that I did was because it was a celebratory stream. This is more of like a professional show, I guess.
It's almost like Galactic Chat, Deshaun,
Yeah.
where we try to be there on time, and we basically benefit from the stream and all of that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. All right, so yeah.
Deshaun says Spider-Man 2 is a masterpiece. Yes, 100% agree with you. It is.
Yeah, 100%.
And Deshaun says Thor: The Dark World is the worst MCU film. And Deshaun says it's okay.
I don't know about Thor: The Dark.
Thor: The Dark World is definitely one of the worst.
Yeah, but I don't know which one's the worst. Like, Thor: The Dark World has good stuff in it. If you take out,
I will say Thor: The Dark World is not my favorite. It is definitely the weakest one. It's the weakest one if it's in fact it's just boring.
Yeah, that's the only problem, really, and also that Malekith should have been a little bit cooler and more developed as a villain. So yeah, I'm just checking something quickly.
At number 13 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Sour, I'll let you go first. What do you think of this?
That's
It is
weird.
insulting to
No,
put this above
sorry.
Spider-Man 2 and Thor Ragnarok.
That's weird. Wait, no, sorry, my bad. I'm talking about. I got a copyright claim from last night's Galactic chat.
Weird.
For what?
Copyright claim is taking money, right?
Yeah.
But you don't even make money from YouTube, so
With views, I do a little bit.
you do. I thought you had to like have 1,000. I think.
Oh wait,
Some of
yeah.
them.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, you need 1,000, and then you need like 40 public hours. 400 public hours. Sorry, my bad.
Mm.
Um,
So that copyright claim is basically useless.
yeah, I know, but I like to get. I think it's because I showed an article. I think that's why. But the other ones, wait, let me check out because it says the only Galactic chat that I did that's not copyright claimed is the
Normal procedure.
just. Oh wait, no, I did use the intro on that one. Okay, and I don't know.
Back to this, yeah, this is not even top 30 in my opinion. This film is the most meh film of Marvel history apart from Black Panther.
Wait, you actually you're not a fan of Black Panther?
It's overrated, Black Panther.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's not terrible or anything like that, but it's not like god tier of a film. Same with this film.
I like Black Panther a lot.
Same with this
Guardians
film,
of the Galaxy, though, I would actually say this film, I agree where it is. Because I actually really do like the first one. I know
I liked the first one, but it's not this high for me, especially above like Spider-Man 2. No.
Well, no. But I mean, like on my personal list, it would be around like 15 or something like that. Sorry, Ryan.
I don't know where I would put this. It would I don't know. It would probably be in the top 30 list for me, but as far as it being this high, no. Again, it's just one of those things where I feel like it was a little too high, especially with other films on the list. I don't think it deserves to be at number 13. But I guess if I agree to be on the list, but no, it shouldn't be this high. Because it is a good movie. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but they're not the best Marvel movies. Like, the first one is really good. The second one is I've also liked, but the first one I think is really good. And I guess if you're going to put it in a top 30 list, it's fine. But it isn't a top 30 list for me, but it'll be a little lower. Or I guess wherever. Not as high as it is.
Okay.
Although the best thing it has
12.
going for it is soundtrack. Definitely.
Civil War. Okay, this is a interesting one. I would have it at probably number 20. So yes, I do agree it should be in the top 30, but a little bit back for me. But I still enjoy Civil War, guys. All right,
I agree with this. Personally, I agree with this. 12 seems like a great place for Civil War because it is a really great film.
Okay, I might actually change my mind about that now that I think of it. I mean, like, but here's the thing, guys. But here's the thing. Everyone only talks about the airport sequence and also the last fight against Iron Man versus Captain America with Bucky, too. Like, no one else talks about the whole entire film. And also, they talk about Black Panther, in which, to me, it deserves maybe at number 20 for me. All right, but still a good film. All right.
I have another hot take. This film is better than Winter Soldier.
Okay, now that's a huge.
Yeah, that's kind of a huge hot take. I think it's a better film. I do think Civil War is a good film, but it's a great film, but it's not better than Winter Soldier.
No, but what about with me? What would you put it at, like 20 or something like that, Austin?
Again, I did not see the rest of this list, so like, do I think it's better than some of the movies above it? No. I just think, to me personally, I just think that Captain America. I think if the list was done differently, if I did it, I think Civil War would probably be here. But I think there's better movies ahead of it, hopefully.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, let's just continue with the list.
Yeah, so Civil War, I think will stay here. I like the movie.
It would stay somewhere around there for me. I just think maybe 20 would be where I would probably put it. Knowing me.
Number 11, Logan.
Okay. Logan is a good film. It would not be around here though. I'm sorry, guys. I think First Class and Days of Future Past. I think those two are far superior over Logan. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Logan is one of the best X-Men films, in my opinion, probably like third or fourth. But to put it,
No. Okay, fine. I'm gonna pretend I never said that. Okay, Logan should stay where it is.
To put it above Days of Future Past, it is not better than Days of Future Past, not by a long shot. So I don't even know if I'd put it on the list.
Phantom Zone. Did you read that on the screen? He was gonna put me in the Phantom Zone. If I didn't say that. No, to be honest, guys, Logan is I think the First Class and Days of Future Past is better than Logan. So it's not top 15. Sorry, my bad. You can flip out all that you want, Austin.
I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna get upset.
But I'm still gonna say Logan is a great film.
All right, as long as you say it's a great film, I don't care.
Right? I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say Logan's a great film, but let me just guess. They're probably gonna put Deadpool, like both Deadpools, in the top 10, and I'm gonna flip out due to that.
Again, I don't know. I didn't see the list. I don't think Deadpool 2 is. I think Deadpool is on here, but I don't know if Deadpool 2 is.
I can be I'm all right if Deadpool 1 is on the list, because that film is really, really great. Probably like an 8 out of 10 for me, like a high 8 or a low 9. But if they put Deadpool 2 on here, it's a good film.
Okay, but then the second one, I mean, like, I liked Cable, but that's really it.
But personally, I like the comic book Deadpool more than the movie Deadpool. Don't get me wrong, I still like the movie Deadpool, but
yeah,
I just like comic Deadpool character more. The game just completely screwed up his character. Yeah. Well, not screwed it up because he's still good, but before, like in the comics, he's like the serious buff guy who was like depressed and all because he lost his family and stuff. Right? No, it wasn't because of his family, was it? I forget. But anyway, he was like serious, but also like sad, like when he was alone because of like his past stuff, and he was like suicidal, I think, as well. But then the game just made him a haha comic relief. Haha, he knows he's not real. Haha, and that's all right. But I just wish that they could have done him justice more. But anyway, with that, I have to go. I'm sorry, but it was a fun stream, really.
All right, no, that's fine. That's fine, Sour. Me and Ninjoid will carry on.
Yeah, yes. Go on. I am falling, brothers. Go on. Goodbye.
All right, so I guess it is just me now. Logan, this movie is very good. I will say it is probably the best Wolverine movie.
Where did
What's that,
Sour?
Ninjoid?
Where did Ryan go?
I think Sour left. He left.
Oh crap! You better come back. But yeah, you can
With
talk
Logan, I think it is the best Wolverine movie because compared to the two Wolverine movies before this, I think this is probably the best written. I do like X-23 and how they wrap up Professor Xavier's character.
Yeah,
It's actually kind of dark as well.
Yep.
And I actually like these types of movies. Like I like the goofy stuff, I like the cheesy stuff, but there are just times where I want a serious film like this, and I think this movie delivered on all of it. To say it's better than Days of Future Past, no, I disagree. It's not better than Days of Future Past, but you know, for the list that it's on, you know, I think it should stay where it is.
Yeah. I think
I'm fine with it being 11.
I think Ryan is coming back on. He's active on Discord. So I don't know.
Number 10, Wonder Woman.
Ooh. Okay.
Kicking off the top 10 with a interesting pick.
Right.
Okay.
So this is actually an interesting one. I did not even think of Wonder Woman, to be honest, on even the top 30. Like I completely forgot about Wonder Woman. I actually would put Wonder Woman on the top 30. Now, would it be this high? Probably not. But I will say I love the film.
I'm actually with you on this because I like Wonder Woman. Would it be my top 10? No. Maybe, depending on what my mood is, because again, my opinions change.
No, but here's the thing. I would have it on top 30. No.
Yeah, no, it would be on a top 30, yes. I agree with you. So that is another thing we agree on, is that Wonder Woman should be... Black Panther is also on here, number 9.
Okay, we have Black Panther on. Okay, I can see everyone's points. Yes, I actually do agree. Black Panther is a great film.
I like Black Panther as well. Black Panther's good, I will say that. Would it be this high? I don't know. Again,
I think it would be 10.
It depends on what else is up high.
I think it would be 10 for me.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, it would be probably number 10.
Like, it is not my number 1, but it is probably in my top 10, though.
Yeah.
But where I would put it in my top 10, I don't know. Like, I think number 9 is pretty fair. I think. But is it? No, Black Panther is better than Wonder Woman. I will say that. It is better than Wonder Woman. Even though I like both, I think Wonder Woman I think Wonder Woman's third act is kind of eh.
Yeah.
So I will say Black Panther. The Incredibles. Interesting.
I thought this was comic book superhero, or just comic books plain period.
I mean, I guess it's a superhero film, technically.
It is a superhero film, but would it be top 10? It's a good film, but sorry, no, it's not top 10.
It's not top 10. I like this movie. I think it's one of the better Disney Pixar movies. However,
heck yeah, it's a great Disney Pixar film. But guess what? It would not make number 10 or even 30 for best superhero films.
Yeah, but it's not top. No,
like I don't
think it's in the top 10.
I don't even consider it like it's not a comic book, number 1. So I don't know why I thought it said comic book superhero films. But it is a superhero film, so I'll give it that. But it's not number 10 or not even number 20. Like, I can see 30 and below, but nah. Just no.
Yeah, I could see it being in the top 30
It's
for
still
me, but
great,
it's not
though.
number. It's not in number.
No,
8.
but it's still great.
Yeah, it is.
It's still a great film. All right, guys. It's a great, funny comedy superhero film for the family and everything.
And in number 7, Deadpool.
Okay, I'm not a fan of Deadpool. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Deadpool is not even in top 30 for me. Sorry. I like the first one, so I do like this film. Is it though top 30? No. Sorry. My bad. I know people are gonna hate me and everything, but I'm not a fan of Deadpool.
I see my thing with the Deadpool movies. I liked the first one. I think the first one's really good. It's again, I agree with you. It's definitely not in the top 10. I don't know if it would probably be my top 20 because again, I think it's just Deadpool is to me an overrated character. I'm sorry, he is.
He is.
Like I like him.
Absolutely, he is. Every single person in the comic book shop always says, "Hey, we want to shop for Deadpool." What the heck?
I mean, I like Deadpool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I actually recently read a Deadpool Merc with the Mouth, where like he and his zombie head. That was cool. I actually like that stuff. I also like the Spider-Man Deadpool stuff. But the problem is that his movies, yes, they're good. I even will say I actually had fun with Deadpool 2. Like, it's a very fun movie, but it's not a great film. It's like not a 9 out of 10. It's definitely more like it's either a 7 or an 8 for me for both films because again, I had fun with both of them. But with Deadpool, with this one, I liked the first one. I liked its story. I liked the premise, and it was in development hell. So for a movie to come out like this after development hell, I'm like, you know what? This actually wasn't that bad. Like the action, I actually thought was fun as well, and the jokes did kind of hit the mark for me with some of them. So I mean, overall, it's not a bad film. Like it gets the origin right. So I'll give him that. And Ryan Reynolds nails it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can understand them putting it at number 7, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I don't agree with it. Number 6, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I 100% agree with this being in the top 10. This film is phenomenal. The story is great. The action is great. The animation is awesome. The acting is on point. I mean, this movie is near perfect. I like the character of Peter Parker. I like how they merge the stories of Miles' origin story and the Spider-Verse story. I think Into the Spider-Verse is very good.
Here's the thing. I did say Deadpool's a good movie, Deshaun. It's just not top 30 worthy, for me at least. All right. I did say, though, it was a good film.
Yeah, I like Deadpool, so, I mean...
I just think it's overrated as a film. It's very overrated. It's still a good film, though. But with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I like that it's like a team up, like a team superhero origin story, while also a superhero origin story at the same exact time. Because it's like a team of Spider-Men against Kingpin. So I like that they're telling the story of like a team, possibly, while also it's Miles Morales' own origin story.
Yeah, and I just think overall this movie did it very well, and I cannot wait until the second one.
Yeah.
The second one is going to be awesome. Number 5, the first Avengers. Really? That high? I mean, this is the first time where I'm actually going to say... I don't know. Like, compared to like some of the other movies on the list,
I will actually
it would be in the top 30.
It would be top 10 for me. Sorry. It would be in my top 10. Or at least near the top 10. I adore this film.
It would be near the top 10, but it's not number 5. It's not the best superhero movie.
It's not number 5, but it would be at least in my top 10.
All right, it would probably be in. I don't know where I would put it. It would either be my top 15 or 20. It's a very good. It's a good movie, but if you really think about it, it's simple. It's just a bunch of superheroes, get together and they have to fight the villain. That's basically all the movie is. It is very fun though. It's a very fun movie. It's really good, but it's not my favorite MCU movie, nor is it my favorite superhero movie though.
But it did more than that. We saw the character interactions. We see all that stuff. It's a very good film.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying it is a good film. I'm just saying that it just doesn't necessarily do compared to some of the other MCU movies. It's not that spectacular. But when it first came out, I think it was really good, and it still is good. It just isn't. It would probably be in the top 15 for me. And number 4, Avengers: Infinity War.
Okay, I actually agree where this is. All right, I wouldn't. Well, number 1, I would actually.
It would be in my. It would be in top 5.
It would be in top 5. It would actually be my number 5th. I meant my number 3rd. Sorry, my bad. Right after the original Spider-Man film, it would be right there. I love this film. That's all I really have to say about it.
Avengers: Infinity War is fantastic.
I adore everything in this film, and I think it's a well done, put together team up superhero film in which grabbed basically the weird stuff from the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, and they just we're gonna make Thanos into a better character and all of that. And I just overall enjoyed.
Yeah, Thanos was perfect in this. I like his motive. I like just the way I just like Josh Brolin. I think he did a fantastic job.
I say this is a villain film. The main character is Thanos. So, yeah. I like to see that one.
And I think overall this movie would be in my top 5. Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
It would not be up this high for me. It would be before top 5. All right. I think Infinity War.
This movie is Infinity War is the better movie. I agree with you, but Winter Soldier is phenomenal. To me, it felt like a different superhero movie because it felt like a mystery. I liked it didn't feel like a normal superhero movie. It felt like more like I don't know how to say it. It's it has a different tone about it. And it was like a spy movie. And that's what I like about it.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I just think it's before Infinity War. And yeah, it's before top 5.
Yeah.
It's still in the top 10 though, guys. We'll probably
Avengers.
Okay.
Avengers Endgame, number 2.
Okay, number 1, Avengers Endgame would be, of course, in the top 30. But I'm sorry, but no, it's not this high up. All right, guys. It's a great film, yes, but it is a little bit overrated. All right, Tony. I like all the characters in this. I just think it's a little bit overrated. I mean, yes, the ending fight rocked, but guess what? Look at the other entire film. It was a little bit slow until they did time traveling. Okay, Austin.
This movie is overrated. It's overrated. I don't think it's number 2, I could understand people saying it's a great movie. Like it is still a good movie. I'm just saying people
It's still a
overrate it
great
because
film.
of what
I'm
happens in the
actually one of
movie
those
and just
people. I
because it's a
think it's
Marvel
a
film.
great. I think it's a great film. It's just it's not this high up. I can say, you know what? It's probably 20 or something like that. Probably in the 20 selection, somewhere like that. But no, it is not in my top 10 for me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's not my top 10 either. It's definitely not number 2. If it was like when it came out, I'd probably say it's in my top 10, but no, it's not my top 10 now. It's probably in my 20.
It's still a good superhero story, though. Still want to say that out loud, everyone.
And number
Okay,
1, The
and
Dark Knight.
This is where I'm like, this is why I say The Dark Knight is overrated. Everyone says this is the best superhero story and the best superhero movie, plain period. No, it's not. Alright? Now, would it make top 30? Absolutely. But I'm sorry to say, but it would probably be around like the 30s for me. Just my personal taste. But Heath Ledger's still great as the Joker. Just want to say that out loud too.
I want to say that I respect them for saying it's number 1 because I really like The Dark Knight. However, I also agree with your thing too, is that I do agree that it is a tad bit overrated. It's definitely not the number 1 superhero film. I think Spider-Man 2 is the number 1 superhero film.
Yes.
But also you have to think about The Dark Knight is technically not a superhero movie. It's more of a crime drama. If you told me, is it the best crime drama movie? I'd say, yeah, sure. But to say that no, it's not number 1 superhero film. Like, I liked a lot of it. I like Two-Face. I like Joker. I like the action. The suit is really good. It's
Two-Face
better than
was
the Batman
wasted.
Begins suit.
Two-Face was wasted. I'm sorry.
No, they did Two-Face perfectly because they built him up. They showed like him as like a good guy, and then because the Joker's plan was that good people are selfish, deep down are selfish. They are hateful
I know
people
that.
in
I
their worst moments.
understand that completely. I just think that we should have seen more of Two-Face, and that Two-Face should have been the main villain in the third one.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. All right. All right, guys. So I think The Dark Knight's overrated. Sorry. So, yeah. The Dark Knight is overrated, guys. Sorry to say that, but he is. I mean, it is. Um. But yeah. I'll be back too. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so Deshaun comes in with a comment. The Dark Knight is a great movie, but it is not in the top 10 best superhero films. That is right. Thank you, Deshaun, for agreeing with me very much. Now I don't know where that Austin is right now, but yeah. Sorry, guys. I also had to leave at this around the same exact time. So yeah. So yeah. I fully agree with you, Deshaun, 100%. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Are you telling me Sauerkraut is actually active right now? That little bugger. Ryan, you better get on here, you son of a gun. So yeah, here guys, I'm gonna go. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry for everything. Keep on typing in the in the chat, please. It does mean a lot. So yeah, come on guys, let's not make it. Yeah. Alright, so don't know where that costume went to, but you know what?
All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Thank God you're back. We were basically dead for a little
Sorry
bit.
about that.
I decided,
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna watch a little bit of the Rule of Three quickly. So yeah, that's fine. Back to
So
back to this.
I think
The Dark Knight is overrated. You know what? I'm okay if you say tad bit, but guess what? To me, it's overrated as a film, and that's really all I really have to say about it. Does not deserve top 10. Sure, if it is your favorite superhero film, that's perfectly fine. It's just, in my opinion, it doesn't deserve top 10.
I mean that's perfectly fine. I just think it's a better movie if you really think about it.
Okay, so now we're going to the top 25 worst superhero films.
Since this stream is a little long, I figured maybe we'll be a little bit more quick with this.
Yeah, now that we are down to just 2 people.
Yeah. So, Spider-Man 3, agree or disagree?
Spider-Man 3, the worst ones, I don't actually agree with that. I'm a Spider-Man 3 supporter, but yes, it does have lots of problems in it.
I'm going to say I kind of agree, but that's for the simple fact that it's this low. Like, if it was higher, I maybe go, I don't know. But if it's this low, I'm okay with it. Because this movie had a ton of problems, and I do not like it. So, Justice League.
Okay. One, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Alright, so Zack Snyder's version is gonna be a lot better, but I thought the 2017 Justice League film was okay. I know you guys are gonna kill me. I thought it was okay. And now, does it deserve to be in the worst category? Debatable, but I thought it was okay. And yes, I know, Austin, you're telling me that, but guess what? There are good moments in the film, okay? But I will say the worst thing in it is from Miller, okay? And the CGI effects.
Oh, Ezra Miller is bad, but he's not. He is one of the worst things in the movie. There's a lot of terrible things.
Yes.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
CGI
do
mustache.
agree. Yes, I do agree. It's just, I mean, like, I like the characters' interactions. All right. I like Batman in this film. All right. I like Superman because Superman actually acts like Superman in this film. The most out of the
He
entire
does, but
trilogy. All right. Aquaman I like. Wonder Woman I like. Cyborg I like. The only one which I don't like out of the core team is actually Flash.
and that I agree with.
But the villain,
And
I will agree. Steppenwolf, I will agree. He had the potential, and I know the Snyder Cut's gonna make him a lot better and everything. But they cut out so much from him. That's why he sucks. CGI sucks, yes, and it feels like a totally, completely different film. And you know what? I'm okay. I feel like it should be at 25, though. All right.
yeah, Justice League is just a bad
but
movie.
do
I
you
don't like
understand?
it.
No, but do you understand? I thought it was an okay film, but it's
Yeah.
not. But it's worse. But please take that down because now you understand why I said that.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it up there just to make sure. Just keep you on your toes.
Hey, I told you, and you actually agree with me. The characters in it were good for the most part.
Yeah, some of the characters. I like the characters you brought up, but the bad stuff. There's more bad stuff than good, though.
Yeah, I will agree on that also. So, you know what? I'm okay that's on there. It should be 25, though.
The Amazing Spider-Man? No, it should not be on a worst.
No!
Who made this list, first of all?
No! The Amazing Spider-Man was a great film.
Yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man was good. What are you talking about, Business Insider? Man, screw you.
How do you... Amazing Spider-Man is actually in my top 10. What the... Of my favorite film. What the... Just wait. We're probably gonna get Amazing Spider-Man 2 then. But how do you think?
Oh, trust me, we'll get there.
Spider-Man is worse than Justice League. How do you think that? How do you think Amazing Spider-Man is worse than Justice League? How?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like I'm okay.
That makes no sense.
No, but I actually like Justice League, the 2017 one. But yes, it does have many problems. All right. and I can't even defend it. Really, it's just a guilty pleasure of mine, to be honest. Oh, you better be quiet, Deshaun.
I mean, what's he saying?
You better be quiet about that.
Well, at least
Deshaun.
he said the first one was a good movie.
No, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. How dare you? I'm playing around, but
Number
you know what?
22, Hulk.
Hulk, I actually agree with, in a way.
Yeah, I agree with this too. Hulk was trash.
I'm okay. No, but I'm okay with this Hulk movie until we have those dogs. And also, just look at Hulk. He's too big.
Yeah, the dogs are stupid. He's
Exactly.
too green. Like, he's so bright. Why? He looks like Shrek. Well, he actually doesn't look like Shrek. He looks more like Gumby.
And you know what? We're also probably gonna
Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver.
No, I don't agree on that at all. I actually
What?
I'm a supporter for this film.
It's not on a worst of list. I disagree highly.
Yeah, I don't know who that made this list, but you have.
It's not a great movie, but again, it's fine.
No, but this guy, if he thinks Justice League is better, okay, now this is where I have problems. What the heck? What the heck? Amazing Spider-Man 2 is. I understand there's problems in it.
It's not on a worst
problems, but it's not on the
like there are problems. If anything, it should be number 25.
On the worst list. It's not on the worst list. What the heck?
No.
But continue.
Man, dude, this list. Daredevil? Who is making this list?
Okay, this is where I have.
This was a good movie.
Daredevil is actually my 6th favorite superhero film of all time. Okay? What the heck?
It is the most underrated superhero film of all time. It is not in a worst of list. Are you kidding me? This guy must not have read.
Justice League is better than Daredevil.
Oh, hell no. Oh, God, here we go. I'm shocked. I'm in utter shock. What? Why? What? Why? Really?
I'm getting ticked off at this list already. Well, I've been ticked off, but now it's really gonna make me transform to the Hulk.
This movie.
Also, can you please take that banner down?
List, people, stop putting it on a worst of list.
I'm agreeing with you on all this. I should not. No, take that banner down.
I have to keep you on your toes. I have to keep you on your toes.
Oh, come on.
All right, number 17, Green Lantern. Well, it should be higher than 17.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's on the list.
Who made this list? It should be a higher. I prefer watching the 2016, 17 Justice League film over Green Lantern any day.
Everyone does.
Right.
I don't think anybody who made this movie actually went to go see it.
Yeah.
Batman v Superman, come on.
Okay. If they are talking about the ultimate cut, then I fully disagree. If you're talking about the actual theatrical cut that you were confused as heck and their editing was horrible.
Okay, the theatrical cut, yes, I could agree with that. Yes. But ultimate cut, really? But overall, no, it's not on a worst of list.
Yeah, exactly. I'm counting the director cuts, guys. So,
and this guy said that he would rather watch Green Lantern over Batman v Superman.
Okay, now that's impossible in my opinion.
Oh boy, Suicide Squad.
Okay, Suicide Squad does deserve to be on the list.
Yeah.
But number one, I would prefer it over sorry, my bad, Green Lantern. All right, like Green Lantern and another film in which is probably
Yeah,
going to be on the list, in which I'm going to be happy about. No. Mom, please. I want the number one to be the one in which you know. Okay, Ghost
Yeah.
Rider, The Vengeance, I can agree on.
Yeah, this movie was trash.
Okay, I will say the effects on Ghost Rider was good, but that's really it.
Yeah, Ghost Rider looked cool, but this movie was garbage.
It
I'm
looked a lot
sorry.
better than the 2008 one.
Yeah. But this movie was garbage, though. No, the first Ghost Rider... But see, the first Ghost Rider, it's not worse than Ghost Rider Spirit of
I
Vengeance.
like the first Ghost Rider, actually. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm sorry. I know you're probably going to disagree.
The first one, it should... Yeah, that's why I still have the banner up.
Oh, come on. Ghost Rider was... Okay, I'm going to say, yes, there was some bad stuff in Ghost Rider. But, I mean, like, I like kind of the story that they were telling. But you know what? Yeah, I would put it in the list, probably. But Spirit
Kick-Ass
of
2.
Vengeance was worse.
Yeah, it was. Spirit of Vengeance was worse.
Okay, Kick-Ass 2. What do you think about that, Austin?
I watched the movie. I don't know. I mean, it's just a movie that I don't care.
I don't
Like,
care
it's just...
about it.
Yeah, I don't care either. It's
Deshaun,
not...
I'm actually kind of with you. And Deshaun, about the suicide thing, no, I don't agree with you on that.
Yeah, Suicide Squad's not a good movie.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that. I mean, about the Ghost Rider 2007 film, I kind of agree with you on that. The story was okay, but the Spirit 2008. I'm sorry, never even seen that film.
The Spirit?
Never seen it.
Good, don't.
Wait, have you?
I have not, and I'm glad I didn't see it.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. I will. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it deserves to be on the list.
I agree. Oh, Deshaun says I love Kick-Ass too. I don't care about the Kick-Ass franchise. Deshaun, we're gonna Phantom Zone you. There's a thing called timeout. Oh yeah, now we're getting to the Superman ones.
Yeah, Superman 3 deserves to be on the list.
Yes, but Superman 4 is worse.
Oh, Batman... See, Batman and Robin deserves to be a little bit...
No!
This was not... It's a bad movie, but it's not the worst.
It's a guilty pleasure. Come
It
on.
is. It is the best Batman movie. I'm sorry, it is. When Mr. Freeze says, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age." That... I'm sorry. You're telling me that's not the best line in cinema?
Ninja, you better answer this correct, or else you're going to the Phantom Zone. My answer is yes. It is. Oh wait, Superman. 4. And yeah. Number 1, Superman 3. Superman 4 is worse. So I actually do agree.
Yeah, Superman 4 is the worst one. Don't ever watch it if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Just to anybody watching this.
Yeah.
Elektra, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that was horrible. How dare they ruin Elektra? They ruined her.
Steel, his suit looked like rubber.
Steel, I'm not a fan of Steel.
First off,
Sorry.
it had Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm not a fan of Steel.
Shaquille O'Neal as an actor. I'm not either. This is
I would
garbage.
not have done that. Sorry. Also, you can remove
right,
the button right now.
No!
This should be number one!
It should be number one. Why isn't it number one?
It should be number one! Why? Why?
Oh God, they prefer it over 3 other movies. Well, let's hope these 3 are worse, which I highly doubt it. Supergirl, yeah, this was bad too.
It was bad, but I prefer watching that over Fantastic Four.
No, actually, this one I might have to disagree with you on, because Supergirl is worse.
No, but please don't you dare put that banner up, because
just the
one,
CGI.
Yeah, I do see your points, but I'm
The
gonna say
effects are
Fantastic
worse.
Four. No, but at least you get to see a chick throughout the entire film. While in Fantastic Four, one, you have to see a zombie Doom.
Yes, I'm not saying you're wrong on that. It's still a horrible movie, but Supergirl is worse. The CGI is worse. The story is horrible.
But that's why she's a chick. At least you get to see chick.
Yes, I get that, but you also get Sue in Fantastic Four, and I like her better.
Yeah, I do like her better. It's just okay. You know what? I see your point. I don't care.
The
I
Lone
don't care.
Ranger.
They're both bad. We're arguing about both bad. The Lone Ranger 2013. I would actually put this a little bit, I guess you would say, higher on the list.
This was still trash.
It was still trash, but I prefer watching it over Superman 4, Superman 3, Supergirl, and Fantastic Four any day.
Yeah, that is true. And number one, Catwoman.
You know what I want to say? Where's the Teenage Mutant Ninja? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films.
They're not superhero movies.
Well, some people say they are.
Well, I guess this guy didn't get the memo, so.
Well, a shame of you, God. A shame of you, person, because let me just tell you, Fantastic Four.
First of all, shame on this guy who wrote the article.
Number one, Catwoman.
Daredevil.
No, but at least with Catwoman, you get to see a chick throughout the entire film dressed like that. All right.
Yes, but even then, just because it's there doesn't mean that the movie is good. In fact, the movie is horrendous.
No, I'm not trying to support Catwoman at all, but at least you get to see a chick in that costume for the entire film, basically, besides for like.
And even the suit sucks. That's not Catwoman.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But guess what? At least we get to see that, and I'm just trying to make jokes, guys, if you guys know. Yeah, Ninja, I would put myself in the Phantom Zone too. You actually did do that, even though I just said it, I did it for jokes.
Yeah, I know, but you said you would put yourself in the Phantom Zone, so I did it for you.
So disrespectful.
You do it to me all the time. I deserve a little bit of revenge.
No, you don't deserve revenge. Revenge is for the dark side.
Well, guess what? I'm part of the dark side.
Ah, shit. But guess what? Let me just easily tell you, yes, Catwoman is terrible. Alright, guys. It is a garbage film. I was trying to support it, but even the costume, and also I don't like the actress at all. I don't like the actress. But let me tell you, Fantastic
You don't like Halle Berry. Alright, that's it. I've had enough.
Wait, no.
You said you don't like Halle Berry. She played Storm this way. She played Storm.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, my bad. No, I did not like her in that film. Sorry.
You did. All right, that's it. This man is going in
No,
the
no, no,
Phantom
no, no,
Zone.
no, 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 no. Be quiet for a minute, bud. I don't like her in Catwoman. All right.
You saved yourself there. You saved yourself.
I like her as Storms a lot. I think she's the perfect person for Storms. For Storm. All right. That's what I was trying to say. I did not know that it was the same actress. All right, because let me just be honest, she looks completely different in the film, for me at least. I did not even know. I'm sorry. Like, I will say that was on me. My bad, everyone. But yes, Catwoman is a garbage film. I I even tried to be comedic relief and say, "Oh well, look at her costume; it's great." And all. No, it's not great at all. I'm gonna be honest. Just the film sucked. But guess what? Fantastic Four is even worse.
It is. And with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up. I know we kind of rushed through everything, but I mean, it kind of went too long.
Also, stop phantom zoning me.
Hey, I'll stop phantom zoning you as long as you stop phantom zoning me.
But it's comedic relief if I do it.
But you know what? You know what? It's same for me as well.
No, no, it's not.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished. So Nindroid, please tell them where they can find you at.
You can check me out on my YouTube channel. We're trying to get up to 150 subs by the end of August. I actually personally think we could do it if you guys help share my content and also share Austin's content along with Sour's content, even though that Sour barely does anything anymore. He is going to get back into the game. And Deshaun, my favorite Robin is actually Dick Grayson, probably, or Damian Wayne.
Mine's either Tim Drake or Damian or Dick.
Well, those are basically the top three favorite ones. I don't like Red Robin. You know, the female one. I felt like she was annoying.
She kind of was.
But yeah, guys, come check me on Twitter. I will answer all your DMs. If you follow me, I'll follow you right back. So we can maybe chat a little bit. You can also check me out on Facebook, Seth Nindrasky. I will reply to you if you are a fellow fan of mine. And yeah, guys, so that's really all I really have to say.
Yeah, and you guys can find me on Twitter at the Austinator17. You guys can find me on Discord at the Austinator, and you guys can find me on this channel at the Austinator, where I'm trying to reach my goal of 60 subscribers. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, please do so. I do streams 3 times a week. So if you guys can't make it to one of them, at least try to make it to all of them, or try to make it to at least one of them where, kind of like what Danny says.
Yeah.
So yeah, that about does it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Austinator and Nindroid 243.